right, guys. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time, hello. Please do subscribe to my channel, turn on that notification bell, and join me every time I come live. If this is not your first time, welcome back. So right now we're going to be doing a ClairTarot reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is also for your cross watchers for the second half of the month of June. But this information is good for whenever it resonates. All right, Leo, I asked your collective energy, what is this reading going to be about? And it was just this feeling of being blindsided. Like it came out of nowhere. That's all I heard. Came out of nowhere. And then nothing. And then it was just darkness. So I was kind of like, what the hell? Hi, guys. Hi. So let's get you started with some cards. Okay. Wait, you know what? I don't think did I shuffle these? Hold on. Let me shuffle them just to be sure. Okay. If you guys really were supposed to get those cards, they'll come back up. So let me just shuffle this really quick. So past few weeks have been a very shifty week or two, or maybe even month for most people. There's a lot of things that have been going on in the collective whole, as well as personally for some, where it's really causing you to reevaluate your perception of things. Uh-oh. Okay. So your first card is card number 35, 11th house, and friends. Now, if you look, there is something questionable going on in that picture. There's three, and it looks as though one of you is kind of being pushed down. And the feeling that I'm being given is potentially Leo is feeling as though they're being kind of pushed out of, a group of friends, a relationship, a job, whatever it is. You're feeling very ostracized, some of you, and feeling as though maybe you just don't resonate anymore. And it's causing a lot of anxiety within you. So don't walk behind me. I may not lead. Don't walk in front of me. I may not follow. Just walk beside me and be my friend. The three graces of hope, faith, and charity, the bonds of friendship. Rely upon support from friends and other associations. Don't attempt to go it alone. You will need help. So at this point, if this is how you're feeling, I did just say there might be a need for us to shift our perception of how things are, because maybe you're not being pushed out. Maybe you're kind of closing yourself off, not realizing that's what you're doing. And, the people who love you are simply giving you that time and space. They're trying to respect what they perceive to be a request to be left alone for a little bit. And, you're never going to know unless you speak up. And this is not a call to confront your friends, your loved ones. This is a call for you to begin communicating, okay? Like, hey, we haven't talked in a while. How's it going? Just things like that. Like, I know I've been a little bit distant, if you feel you've been distant. Just kind of lost in my own mind. How's everything going? Just creating that communication, okay? And it seems you're kind of at a point where you're really aware of your two halves. While we're in human form, we do exist in a duality. We're split between our light and our dark halves. And that can create a lot of anxiety for individuals when they first become aware of such a huge difference between their light and their dark. Oftentimes they become afraid of their darkness. They then fractionate into two further divided parts. And some of you might be going through that right now. That awareness is a presentation, a symptom presentation of your rising dimensional level of consciousness. It's not you becoming aware of how you're two-faced or fake or really evil, but just hiding it. No, this is you becoming more aware, becoming more sensitive to all your different parts. Okay, that's all it is. You're becoming more aware. This is a sign of growth. Now, you have card number 16, Gemini, I think. So what are you thinking? What are y'all thinking about? Let's see. No one is free. Even the birds are chained to the sky. Oh, communication is key. Be versatile and quick at this time. You must also be mindful because people are talking. So for some of you, it might be that you kind of getting quiet and retreating back into your shell is sending off the wrong message. And there are those who are numbered among our friends who have a habit of like, oh, what's going on with her? What's going on with him? That's who they are. Has nothing to do with you. That's who they are. But it would be good for you to begin speaking up a little bit and like, hey guys, kind of been lost in my own thoughts and, taking some time to myself to squash any of that talking. Okay. The twin sign is one of the smartest in the entire zodiac. I was just talking with Alex from Hybrid Astrology about this earlier. He's like, the most intelligent are the Gemini. Like, yay. All right. So this card relates to the lovers. It's about needing to pay attention, mindfulness, talking, writing, explanation, versatility. This is about allowing yourself to become more flexible in what you will allow others to say and do. Okay. They don't have to agree with you. They don't have to always have the most warm, praising thoughts about you. That's fine. Okay. You're growing. You need time to explore all of your depths. You need time to really sit with yourself. And those who are true friends, they'll understand this. They'll support it. They might miss you, but they will absolutely support this time you need on your own. But before you get to that, you have to have a conversation. You have to speak. Okay. You can't just let yourself feel hurt and not communicate and, just assume that they've written you off, because that's really not the case for everyone. Okay. Card number 24, Pisces, I believe. And this is a call for you to really go deep down into those depths, allow yourself to feel. Emotion makes a lot of people uncomfortable. Unfortunately, we exist in a paradigm that really vilifies emotion, makes it as though emotion is a sign of weakness, and it's really not. It's a lot weaker to be so afraid that others see you in a vulnerable state. That's far weaker than you actually expressing emotion. So don't be scared to feel. Don't be scared to express those feelings to others. I must be a mermaid. I have no fear of depths and a great fear of shallow living. In faith and trust, you must surrender to what is. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac and symbolizes the old soul, one who has passed through many lives, has picked up much here and there, and experienced almost everything along the way, but sometimes doesn't process things well and tends to repeat mistakes. You guys are probably channeling your inner Pisces. Don't repeat those past mistakes, okay? Don't let your hurts keep you from actually allowing the growth. Leo, you guys carry a very special place in the zodiac. Quite a few of your readings have involved work having to do with the collective whole, as guardians, as gatekeepers. It seems like you guys have done quite enough for other people. I'm not telling you to ignore the needs of other people. I'm telling you to remember your needs. Okay? Now is a great time for you to begin a true healing process. This is healing on all the levels: diet, emotions, mental state, social circumstance, however you want to call it. But it's time to heal all the aspects of your life. No more of that facade, that mask that you feel you have to wear because you're constantly on a stage being observed by so many. They don't want a show. Leo, what people need to see is the truth of who you are. They need to see the softness that's behind the mask. And if we're going to be the guardians, the ones who help others to grow, they're going to need some sort of guidance. And we don't guide with our words, we guide with our actions. We show people what is appropriate and not appropriate in the way we carry ourselves. And so, Leo, I think you're being called to step into the limelight, not to put on a show, but to really deconstruct the mask, really, really just take that apart, not destruction, but take it apart and allow the parts of you that are needing to be seen to be exposed. Okay? And this is more than just guiding people. One of the best, most efficient ways to heal a wound is to leave it exposed to air so that it can dry out and form a scab and, really begin healing on a deeper level. And so it's also a call for that to happen. So let's use this deck just because it's the first one that I grabbed. Okay, get you guys more cards. And honestly, I feel like an event is coming that, this one too, all right. I feel like an event is coming that's going to really shake your world up. I don't know if it involves other people. Usually I'm given at least some idea, or if it involves like a romantic relationship, if it's more of a societal shift. This one feels like something inside you just kind of snaps, if that makes sense. It doesn't feel like it involves someone else. It feels very internal. All right. Let's get you guys a couple more. See. All right. You're in a cycle, for sure. You're for sure in a cycle. So you get the Death card, which is, it's time to end that cycle. Your higher self is like, that's done. We have to leave that alone. We're going to go ahead and replenish you now. Okay. We're going to start new. And then you go back to the whole deplete yourself and back to allowing rats in your circle. Okay. And, honestly, if this is going to fall in line with the feeling that I'm being given, the rat might be you. You might be the one that's actually tainting your cups. If you're not mindful of your thoughts, if you're not mindful of your actions, the way your actions are spreading a certain type of energy, you could very well be the one that's causing disharmony within your field, within your auric field, not someone else. Let's pull a couple more cards because I want to make sense of this. Yeah, okay, makes sense. All right, makes sense. So you keep fluctuating back and forth, because what's going on is an adjustment in your frequency. So if you're taking a look at frequency, it's usually expressed as a wave. The height of the wave will always equal the lowest point. Okay. And so you're being oscillated between the two, a shifting and a shifting and a shifting before something finally snaps and you recognize where you want to stay tuned to. I don't know if that makes sense, but you're becoming aware that you're so much more than what you give yourself credit for. And so it's you have a bit of unease about recognizing your intrinsic value. And so a part of you which likes to continue the cycle, it keeps pulling you back down. And then your higher self's like, nope, you got to go back up. And then it's back down. And at some point, something's going to snap. That back and forth is not going to continue. And you're definitely going to recognize the gravity, the true gravity of your high priestess status. You're also, it's sort of, you know, you don't know which way you're going, night and day, night and day, you know, you're being turned upside down, not recognizing what's going on. So every time you think nighttime is day, you know, the truth is emptied out. And when you write it up, when you're facing the sun again, the truth comes back and all the lies empty. So just be patient with this cycle. It's for the last half of June. We're in June, right? And at the end of it, you fall back in love with yourself. You know, you once again reconnect with the people who are meant to be in your presence as you travel down this path. Not everyone's still going to be there at the end of this, and you're going to have to be okay with that. It's not necessarily that they're betraying you. There's going to be some things where it seems like, it might be a betrayal, or it feels like you've been betrayed emotionally, but some of these people just needed to be released. Okay? You have to be okay with that. And it might take you some time to adjust, and that's okay. That's okay if you need time to adjust. So let's see. Let's do a couple more cards. Okay. Yeah, well, this is exactly what you're doing. You're reawakening yourself. Okay. You went through a period, card number 7. You went through a period where, you know, you allowed yourself to kind of just play the role, be, you know, a normal person. And you're recognizing, no, I kind of need to rise back up to what I know I am. And then you're being asked to ruminate. Card number 18. Kind of just sit and think on this. Okay, there's no need to rush anything at all. You don't have to force anything. Everything that's meant to happen will happen. And whether you agree with it or not, whether it's something you approve or not, whatever your soul has planned for you is what is going to happen. So don't be surprised if at some point, card number 24, you have to seek seclusion. Usually when people seek seclusion, it's because they're needing time to really focus on themselves with no distractions. There's nothing selfish about that. There's absolutely nothing selfish with needing time to just kind of process the events of your life. Let's get you one more card. Everyone's gotten a Kiki card, so you guys need a Kiki card too. Okay. This card keeps coming up. Interesting. Card number 19, Mother of Mercy. Just like a sun that shines brightly, casting a strong shadow, your growing spiritual power needs to be expressed with the awareness that it will have an effect on others, even if you are not completely conscious of that effect. To create peace in the expression of your power, we call upon the Mother of Mercy. Mercy tempers great strength and power with kindness, gentleness, compassion, and caring. The divine Kuan Yin brings the quality of mercy to you now as a divine gift, encouraging you to cultivate mercy in your dealings with others and to receive it for yourself now too. So I think most of you are needing to allow yourselves to receive this mercy. Okay, you're very used to holding yourself to a standard that's just not fair. It's not a fair standard. It's not a fair expectation, and you're needing to adjust that. As you grow in your awareness, as you grow in your, or rise in your dimensional level of consciousness, you'll become aware of this too. And, you know, it just takes time. Okay. So I hope this resonated with you guys. Oh, thank you, Jade. I hope this resonates with you guys. If it does, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do. And I will see you guys again in a few minutes. Next will be Virgo. So see you guys in a few minutes. Bye.